What's up, y'all? It's our first legitimate podcast that we are ever doing, and we had like some podcasts before. We always tried to do it and never really worked out. So instead, this time we got just the boys. We got the boys here, you know. You always see us on camera doing our goofball shit, but now we're trying to sit back, relax around Christmas time. It's Christmas Eve, actually. We're gonna do a little Christmas Eve type of podcast, just chat it up with the homies, see what's everybody doing today. So,
forgot my Santa hat. David's got his.
I was the only one who popped out with the Santa hat today.
Hold up. Save that note.
Take number 3.
Yeah.
I got the Christmas hat. How's everybody's Christmas Eve going? You guys have a good Christmas Eve dinner. David, I know you had that.
Dude, it was great.
That honey-baked ham cooking.
Dude, and like twice-baked potato with cheese all over it and stuff. Dude,
See, I'm not a big potato guy. I'm not going to cap. I don't like potatoes. I don't like spaghetti.
Fire.
I'll eat both.
Wait, hold on. You said you didn't like spaghetti?
I'm not a big fan of like the sauce, like the tomato sauce. I don't like tomatoes, I don't like potatoes. It rhymes and it's funny, but I don't like that shit. So like, I'll eat mashed potatoes with like white gravy. I'll eat French fries, but like a baked potato, like a whole potato that's baked, you could not force me to eat it. No way.
One of the most disgusting things I've tried to eat.
Sweet
is
potato.
A baked potato, just whole.
A whole baked potato.
Like not cut up, no butter, anything. It was the most disgusting thing.
Grossest thing.
Little dirt. I like baked potatoes.
You like potatoes?
Yeah,
baked potatoes?
Any potato, really.
Cut up, buttered up. That shit's good.
So you would eat a fresh baked potato, no salt, no butter, nothing on it, just baked potato out the tin foil?
Definitely need some stuff on it, for sure.
I don't know. Like, if I eat mashed potatoes, I could eat them straight if they were good. Like, some nice, like, they can't be chunky. I don't like chunky potatoes.
Yeah, no.
But the mashed potatoes that are, like, just mashed up nice, they got white gravy. I can do brown gravy, but white gravy, preferably, like, high school back in the day. You guys remember the mashed potatoes with the white gravy?
Yes, dude.
I could eat those all day with a little bit of, like, a roll or something, like a little Hawaiian roll. Dip that in there all day.
I'll never forget the school mashed potatoes and gravy with the roll dipped in there.
Dude, yes. Dude. I'd get extra rolls and stuff, be like,
get somebody to give you popcorn. The roll.
Oh yeah, you don't pay for the extra roll, but you convince somebody to give you the roll. That was like,
dude, no, that was the barter system. Was like the lunch table. I'd always get on my desserts, bro. I
trading food at lunch.
Dude, no, the thing was I never traded because like, look, for every year it was different. Freshman year, I had a girlfriend, so I sat with my girlfriend, and she always packed her lunch, so I just get whatever the fuck she had, and like would get some stuff and like be like, hell yeah. So that was cool for that time. Once she broke up with me, once I cheated on her, you know, but whenever she broke up with me and I started just doing my thing, I just hung out with like the homies and stuff, and then I started sitting with some girls, and I would just convince some girls to give me the food because girls, they eat like birds. They don't really eat like their whole meal like that. So it's like, yo, whatever you don't have, and there'd be a couple of them around me. So it's like, yo, any of y'all that don't eat your shit, give it to me. I'm skinny, I need it, and it still did nothing for me. So I'm still skinny to this day, but I work out now, so hey. What about you, Evan? Remember when you were fat?
It's fun time, man. Don't be fat. Don't be a fat bitch. I was one when I was a kid, man.
I remember those days.
Evan was a chunky boy, man. I couldn't imagine that. What was it like?
Still an athlete,
what was it like being overweight, like as a
bro.
kid, dude? Like, did you get out of breath pretty quick?
Well, it didn't matter.
It didn't limit you physically.
It didn't matter until I was probably like, I don't know, like 11, 12. Then I was like, dang, none of these girls are gonna like me because I'm fat.
Really? That's what changed your mind? Yeah. It was the girls?
Yeah,
You're like, man, none of these girls are gonna like me if I'm
before you hit puberty, it's like, you're just a dude.
You start getting into girls.
You start thinking about that stuff.
And you're like, dang. The homies started getting girlfriends. You're like,
damn, I need to give me one, but I'm kind of ugly. I'm kind of big, so I better lose me some weight.
And I was like, dang. And I was
also like,
can't be a fat bitch.
Can't be a fat boy. Gotta give me a 6-pack or something. Women look at me. I can't be having titties. Gotta have some pecs.
Yeah. I don't work out for the girls now. I work out for
mental health. But whenever I started,
dude,
whenever I was like younger and all that, I was always skinny. But like, dude, I don't know what it was. Like, I can't say like, damn, I'm like a 10 out of 10 dude. But I will say this, I can make any girl laugh, just casual conversation, if we're just talking over dumb shit. So it's like, when I was young growing up, I had a girlfriend in kindergarten. My very first, like, week at kindergarten, I think I had a girlfriend or something, like, before I even knew what having a girlfriend was, basically. And this girl was, like, I didn't even matter back then. I don't know, like, if I thought she was hot back then. I just knew she was blonde, and that's all I remembered. And then 6th grade camp.
That's all that matters.
6th grade camp comes along. I see her again, like, from kindergarten. After kindergarten, you go into, like, 1st grade and all that. She moved away to, like, a different elementary school in the area. But, like, me as a little kid, you ain't got phones back then. You can't just, like, find these people like you could now or something.
Yeah.
So, like, I thought she was gone, dude. Never gonna see again in my life. 6th grade camp comes around, all the 6th grade classes, like all the kids in 6th grade at all the elementary schools of that township would go to this camp. And I met her there and seen her there again, and like she was like, her friend came and got me and was like, hey, this girl want to talk to you. And I, like, you know, W Riz me, bro. I came walking up like, yo, what's up, shorty? You know, like coming up to her.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, because there was,
Grade.
because at the end of the
Alright.
camp, no, dude, because at the end of the camp, there was this like dance. So I was like, yo, how you been? Like, I ain't seen you forever. I was like, yo, you trying to go to this dance with me and all that, you know, trying to bust a move on her. And so we started dating and we started dancing and all that, like right on the spot. It wasn't like, hey, let's talk and all that. We're kids, bro. We're in 6th grade. I was living life by the day, by the second. So like,
Facts.
I was like, you trying to go out? Like right then and there. Like just seeing you
Straight
again
up.
after all this time. I was like, yo, you trying to be my girlfriend and go to this dance with me? And like, she's, of course, was like, yeah, and all that. So I was like, hell yeah.
course.
Because like, at that time, she was like hot. Like she was a hot 6th grader to us. Because like,
It's funny because like when you're a kid, like in school, like there's no like talking stage. It's like
yeah, there's no
Yeah,
in
it's literally
between.
like- you just
it's
go
like
straight
somebody
into it.
works up the courage to be like, "Hey, you're cute. Do you want to date?" ? And they're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, like you already
"Alright,
know you like each other
I got
by
a girlfriend
feeling
tonight."
each other out.
Like you got a girlfriend tonight over like text or something.
Yeah,
on
dude.
Kick Messenger.
And I'd be
Dude, I
telling
remember
all
those
my
days.
friends, bro.
Yeah.
I'd be telling everybody, like, yo, me and so are dating, bro. We're in love.
like
Like,
you
I'm
don't
gonna.
even talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'd be so fucking, like, caught
So
up, bro.
fun back then,
I
bro.
remember that
My
stuff.
heart be bumping for this chick,
Yeah.
and I don't even know what it
Dude.
is. Like,
I'm so glad I did not like care about any of that, dude. Like imagine like some girl
when I was a kid, dude,
by
I
the locker.
cared about
walking
having a
to
girlfriend
class.
all the time, bro. Like, anytime me and a girl were gonna break up, I had another girl lined up. Like, I was not gonna be sad. I was like, bro, this ain't it, bro. I'm going on again,
Yeah.
bro. Like, it ain't happening. Like,
Yeah.
like it was crazy. It was like I couldn't accept the fact of being single. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
I can't be single. Are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
it was so weird, dude. So that's why whenever like you
Yeah.
guys are in college now, like they're in college, I'm not in college. I graduated and started working and being a slave to the system. But that's why we becoming famous, baby. So stay tuned. But no, yeah, dude. That's why it's like now that y'all be balling in college, trying to pick up the chicks and all that. It's like, dude, I did that shit in high school to where it was like, that was my life in high school because I knew I like didn't have a job, didn't play sports because everything was like all favorites and shit. I was just like, I'll ball at the park, I'll hang out with the homies, I'll spend my free time with the homies partying. Not partying like that, but like partying to me back then when I was in like high school because we didn't go to like big parties and get like fucking wasted. We did that towards the end of high school, but like beforehand we just like go link up with chicks. Like we go to fucking like Holiday World with the chicks and all that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'd be macking on them and like, oh, we're away from our parents now. Like, what's up, baby? Like, that's just how it was as a kid, dude. Like when you're in high school, you're just living life by the fucking like on the edge. You're just thinking. The dangerous part for me was, I knew it was like I'm a kid. I can't get caught, so I'm gonna do it.
In middle school, bro, like I was the guy. Like I remember there was this one time in middle school. This is a story, right? We was sitting at lunch. Of course, we were dumbass middle schoolers who didn't know shit about anything, and we were just doing dumb stuff. And so we took a ranch packet or whatever, folded it in half. I went like that.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Ranch went everywhere, and it got in girls' hair and stuff
Oh,
too, dude.
yeah.
No, like you. I don't even remember.
Dudes were
which ones
like,
it was.
yeah, bitch,
Yeah,
you got
exactly.
ranch.
And,
Like, yeah.
And the girls, they were mad at. They were like, "Who did that? Who did that?"
And once they found out it was
everybody was
David.
like, "Everyone was like, it was him. It was him." And they were like, "Ah, okay." And then a teacher saw that it happened.
Oh no.
And she came up to me and she was like, "So what'd you do that for?" I was like, I was just messing around. And she was like, "Well, at least go get some paper towels and so they can clean out their hair." Like I didn't get in trouble or anything. Like, bro, it was so simple back
Also,
then.
to clarify this up a little bit, we're in a small town at this time, so
Yeah.
he was like probably one of the only other like colored skinned kids in the
Yeah,
school,
no, 100%.
so they probably didn't
back
want to
at
get.
Hopstart, it was me and my brother. That was
Yeah,
it.
him and his brother were the only like they're not black, they're Guatemalan. He's not mixed or Mexican or nothing.
Hispanic.
Yeah, Hispanic Guatemalan. Like that's where they originated from. So it isn't like it's like we've been racist to their kind or nothing to where everybody gotta be sketchy. That's just how these like small town minded people think in the school system. So like they got the like special treatment, but it wasn't like because it was like, oh, you guys are like.
No, I'll tell you what it was. Everyone thought I was gonna be good at sports.
Yeah,
which to be fair, at soccer and stuff, I was good.
No, David's crazy good at soccer, bro. Hey, once we blow up Ronaldo and like,
I'm gonna hit him up, bro. I'm gonna make videos with him.
No, you gotta clown speed, bro. I show speed.
I'll get out
I show speed, bro. Whenever we get on the come up, bro.
What a goober, dude.
Hey, I show speed and David going at it in a 1v1 soccer tourney for 50 grand on the line.
So funny.
For a YouTube video, 50 grand on the line.
Yeah,
fucking David and I show
awesome.
speed 1v1. David wins 50 G's easy.
Easy, bro.
Easy
50 G's
easy
in my
50
life.
grand. I'd bet 50 grand on David versus that guy.
Yeah.
No diss, I watch I Show Speed. I like him. I'm not like a diehard fan or nothing, but like I've kept up with some of his stuff. But like from him actually playing soccer, bro, and David like goofing off, not really playing soccer, goofing off looks like
that's
he's
the thing.
good.
I don't think any of these guys have actually seen me play for
Yeah,
real.
dude, and just him goofing off, I mean, I'm not an idiot. I play sports. I can see like physical sport talent in certain sports, and I know soccer. David definitely does some shit that's like not easy to do, so he's definitely better than fucking the average guy at soccer or like the average soccer player. So I definitely bet he'd smoke I Show Speed in a $50,000 tournament,
100%.
like 1v1 tournament. He would fucking smoke. No, like I definitely get it.
Like you get out of breath so quick.
No, but what I'm saying is like yeah, like for fat people, it's like
we're talking about being fat.
We're talking about overweight people. It's like I'm not saying like it's a huge bad thing, because like I don't just like I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, you're fat, like you're useless, like. Most people that think like people are mean to fat people about, but like I'm meaning like the disadvantages, really, not like a disability, but like
health and well-being.
Yeah, your health and well-being, because they were saying like even if you're a fat person, because Evan was saying like how he was fat when he was younger, he was saying like you're still gonna look at yourself and feel like bad about being big. And then David was like, well, not if you're a comedian or somebody that's like famous and all that. I'm like, well, look at Jonah Hill. I didn't say this, but like look at Jonah Hill. He said the same thing. I'm tired of being the fat, funny guy, even though I'm famous and all that. For that, I want to be skinny. Like, I'm so subconscious about that. I want to be known for just like that. And then, like, Jelly Roll, I was watching an interview with him. He did a podcast with Theo Vaughn. Love both of them guys, by the way. Huge shout out to them guys.
Yeah,
and Jonah Hill. Shout out to all y'all. Even though you guys don't know us, but shout out to y'all. Much love.
For real.
But them guys, like, Jelly Roll was saying, he was like, I still, like, he goes, you know what, even though I'm big, I know that like, it's harder for me to lose weight. I fluctuate, and I can lose the weight is what the doctor said. I just can't I can't keep the weight gone. And, that's what I was saying is, like, if you, just are trying, if you're a big guy and you're trying and you're working on your health and being skinny and being, like, healthier just to live longer, that's all that matters. I'm not sitting there throwing shade at them guys, but the people that are like fat, like I was saying to them, sitting there, oh, I had a bad day today, all stressed out, and they go home with their fucking double stuffed pack of Oreos and blah 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 blah, fucking just meal on them motherfuckers. Then something's wrong with you, bro. You gotta get motivated. You gotta want to be alive for you, and if you ain't got nothing else to be alive for, then be alive for someone else. Like, find an excuse, bro. That's just what I say to people.
I mean,
like,
there's definitely, my opinion on it is there's definitely genetic factors. I think the biggest factor is how you're raised. A lot of fat parents raise fat kids because their eating habits, their exercise habits, all the above. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a choice. That you are not required to be fat. Like, no one on this planet, unless you were, like, paralyzed or, like, some crazy disadvantage.
Or some medical condition.
Regular person, most people on this earth, if you are overweight, like, there's no, you don't, like, obesity is not a disease. I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a condition. Alright, David, what do you think about fat people?
Well, I've never been fat. I've never, because...
Have you ever thought about it? I always think, because, like, dude, me, like...
Imagine you wake up tomorrow and you look in the mirror and you're 300 pounds.
No, like
super skinny, dude.
Like, even...
Because
it gets to the, like, for me, personally, it gets to the point for me where I start looking a little chunky, whatever I see, like, because there was a...
You can't gain weight.
And stuff. Yeah, exactly, and, I was getting a little chunky. I saw it in my face, so I was like...
Really,
I just know that me personally, I would never let it happen. So like once it once I started noticing those changes, I was like, dang, I'm gonna
do something about it before it gets too bad.
Right, I need to clean up my diet.
Go to the gym, stop eating pizza, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop being greasy food. Stop being fried food.
It's a lot of diet. Like
it's simple like this: stop eating fried food. Stop eating greasy food. Work out. like, there's more to it than that diet, but if you literally drop greasy and fried food, you'll be a lot better off.
Oh,
like
for sure.
For sure. Like, I've noticed
And the
that.
sugary drinks.
My opinion, sugar over everything.
Yeah, sugar over everything. That's what everybody says.
Calories in, calories out.
One thing I've, like, dude, because, like, you know, I'd be in there with, like, all the different varieties of people in Bob's Gym with all the old, young, mid-class, mid-age, all that. Them guys be talking about all the mid-class people, like, mid-age and, like, older age people I'd be talking to, like, the senior citizens and all that. They say the number one thing to cut out when you're getting older is sugar.
Yes.
When you're, and yeah, I agree.
Anytime.
Anytime,
dude,
anything
it's a
you do.
drug, dude. Nothing in nature has as much sugar as this shit that people are eating all the time, dude.
Yeah, like the foods we're processing.
Cake, Oreos, all that, dude. Like, none of that. None of that was made for us to consume. It's good. You can enjoy it.
Yes, it's good. It tastes good. But yes, like you were supposed to mix up all them things like that.
It's so not natural. That's why there's so many fat people now. And we sit around in lifestyle and all
that. Lifestyle, you don't have to be as physical anymore. That's the difference.
Yeah, I would say technology has played a big part into this.
Huge
people
part.
are just glued to their screens. Because, you know, back then people were going outside. That was their fun. But now everyone's inside playing video games, watching TikTok or whatever, which...
With the inside stuff, so since we're talking about people just sitting inside with, like... I don't think there's going to be another lockdown for sure, like COVID lockdown. I don't think they could bring that back for sure. I don't think they could bring any type of lockdown back after what happened the first time, but like, maybe they could.
I'm sure they could, but I don't think people would take
I'm sure
it
they
seriously.
could, but yeah, people wouldn't take it as serious this time, is what I'm saying.
People saw what happened.
But not only that, but like what I'm saying is like, you would, like...
At least in the near future.
With the, not really the metaverse is what I'm getting at, but like, I've been thinking a lot about the Elon Musk, like, Neuralink. It's coming more to like, reality now to where it's like finished and like they're gonna start actually putting it in people, stuff like that recently.
Did you see how many animals
have died? How many animals have died from the
like
Neuralink?
3,000 or something?
That's what I was about to say.
I haven't seen anything about it.
3,000, 30,000, or 300,000. Around one of those three numbers is.
I think it was 3,000.
I think it was 3,000 as well, but I don't know the facts. Look, we're not Joe Rogan. We don't got Jamie right here to look it up for us.
I'm not putting that in my brain, bro.
Yeah, I'm not. To anybody that like I'd be thinking about like considering the Neuralink is like, dude, not only would like
not for me, man.
I just think of like, okay, so like, you know, like back in the day when people were like, oh, don't get tattoos if God didn't want you to have them. If God wanted you to have them, He would have gave them to you. Like, don't get me wrong, I have tattoos. I'm a religious person. I'm not like going to church every Sunday and like studying the Bible and all that, and like I'm at fault of that. But I'm a follower of God. I believe in Christ, Jesus Christ, 100%. Like, that's my Lord and Savior for sure. But like, I don't think like getting tattoos is that bad if they're meaningful to you and like something like, this is my body, this is my canvas, that like God gave me it, like He gave me the free will to do whatever I want. So that's why I do that. But when it comes to like putting like chips and stuff, like different foreign technology into your body like that, that's like dude, think of it like this. Like, imagine they start reading your thoughts, they start fucking calculating your brain movement, your patterns, all this stuff. Like, it's not worth the risk. Like, the risk ain't worth the risk ain't worth the reward, and that's, or the risk outweighs the reward, and that's for sure. That's what
I think. If they have the technology to put that in your brain, they have the technology to give you a little assistant robot.
Yes, 100%.
To do everything for you. Ask all.
If it's controlling your neuron links and stuff like that, then yes, 100%.
I'd rather have that. I'd rather have a little robot Alfred than some shit in my brain where they're trying to get in my thoughts.
I'd rather them try to control me through ads in my phone and the stuff they be doing with your phone and all that.
I think the phone stuff's bad. Imagine, dude.
Yeah, you think them tracking you? You think them tracking you on your phone and doing all this and that? Imagine a chip in your brain. Whether Elon's in control or whatever's in control, you're gonna let these people in your brain.
That's the key word right there. Control.
Control everything. Mind control. Mind control. MK Ultra.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Gotta be able to think for yourself.
Transition to our next. All right, guys. If you like if you guys are enjoying this podcast, let's take a chance to thank our sponsors, Manscaped. If you guys are,
oh my god.
Check out the TwistedTv merch on the About page.
Come on.
No, but this is some real stuff, guys. We are up and coming YouTubers. This is a quick intermission. We ain't sponsoring nobody else but ourselves. TwistedTv, youtube.com/TwistedTv on YouTube. Check these two boys out. They up and coming doing pranks like me. I'm doing pranks. We're just doing a podcast because it's popping right now, and we just enjoy talking and conversating about great topics, such as what we're talking about now. If you guys want us to do more podcasts, we'll either keep it on the same channel, make a separate channel. Let us know in the comments what you guys think.
Topics, yeah.
Comment some topics and what you guys think we should talk about. Because, like, dude, we're young guys, but I feel like we have deep thinking mindsets, and we really do. When we come together, we have some great ideas. And that's why we decided to make a YouTube channel. So if you guys want to see more stuff like this, or if you want to see our other videos that we make, like vlogs, pranks, other content and such, drop a like, subscribe, put the notifications on, and we will see you guys in our other videos.
You go to strip club at night, church in the morning. What kind of pimp does that?
So like you guys right now that are watching if you guys are watching this podcast, like you're tuning in.
All 4 people.
It don't matter if it's 0
million.
people. If it's 1 person, you're sitting there watching this, right? So we're like talking to you through the 4th dimension. But think of it like a movie. If a movie, in the middle of the movie, they turned and looked at the camera and said, "Hey guys, like blah blah blah," that'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Breaking the 4th wall.
But think of YouTubers. That's all they're doing is talking through the 4th wall. They're not talking to you like they're in some act or whatever. Like maybe
I much prefer that entertainment.
No, yes,
some fake reality.
No, yes, some YouTubers do the fake reality, like they're acting or like this whole like whatever. But like most prank YouTubers are like vlogging. They're like talking to you guys, like the viewers and like anybody that's watching the video. So like it's crazy to think of it like that. Like it's the same thing. You know they're an actor. You know they're not actually fucking Luke Skywalker or whatever the fuck it is. Like you know it's not like that's whatever the actor's name is. So it's like, why are you sitting there like if they were to like stop everything and be like, all right guys, this is Star Wars, like whatever, or like start talking like normal, you guys be like, what?
What are they doing?
What's happening? Like it's not even real, and the whole internet would blow up talking about they broke the 4th dimension. Like when Rick and Morty does it, they're like, "Oh my god, we can't believe they talked to us."
Yeah,
dude, they know it's real life. Like they're not real.
Yeah.
Like
I've kind of like a side tangent to this.
Like maybe real quick. Maybe this is stupid as fuck to think of like that. Like I get it. Like trust me, I understand the concept of like the difference they're acting, we're not like it and all that, but like it's just crazy to think like how people react to like that versus like all YouTubers do is break the 4th dimension. Right. It's like TV shows and movies and all that. It's so like Note Boys, they're so big time now, they're making like a show out of it, you know?
Yeah.
But they're talking through the 4th dimension the entire time.
Yeah. As soon as the montage of all the girls.
Yeah, so it's like, that's what I'm saying.
Over,
so it's like, it's crazy that like if the people in the show broke the 4th dimension, people would be like, oh, wow, that's crazy, they did that. But like,
that would be wild if it was like a movie, it was like an hour in. Like
and they're just
full
talking
cinematic
to you.
movie, and they're like, alright guys, so what do you guys think about this?
Drop a comment, like they're talking like that, like they're like doing stuff like that. That's pretty wild to think of, because they don't do stuff like that, like in movies and stuff like that. That's why it would be a crazy thing. So like, So what do you guys think's like the next move for Andrew Tate in his career of being just like top G?
What do you think his phase 2 is?
Phase 2, yes, we know he has the like Hustler University 2.0 for sure. But like, dude, I'm not gonna cap, guys. I looked into the Hustler University. I looked into that stuff, and it's legit.
I've watched the leak stuff.
It's legit, but not only that, the 2.0 is going to show you even further in depth. But I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm talking about like, what do you think he's going to do for like his public image? Like, is he going to box Jake Paul? Is he going to like?
See, here's
I don't think
my
that's
thing.
going to happen.
I think phase 2 is going to be behind the scenes, because phase 1 was like, I mean,
all
I know
up
he's already
front
said,
and
but,
open.
like, phase 1 was conquering the internet and stuff, you know, in which he did. He literally, like, that's all you would see on any social media.
You're right. He's definitely not going to do like a
had
movie. He's not going to do like stuff like that.
An infinite amount of
That's my opinion. Is I think phase 2 is going to be
making
behind
TikTok
the scenes.
accounts, posting his shit, dude. You could not escape him on TikTok, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
YouTube
Yeah,
Shorts, TikTok,
This stuff's
anything.
blown up less now, but
Yeah, it's less popular. It's more in the
Everyone still knows him,
podcast
man.
shorts and all that stuff for sure. But like, what I'm saying is like, it's more Kanye and YouTube podcast shorts and stuff like that. But not only that, it's like, what does he do to keep staying popular and irrelevant? Does he box Jake Paul and that?
I don't think that's his goal.
No, but think of it like this.
That's
Like,
his goal, but I would love to see.
no, that's not his goal.
I
But
would
like,
too.
okay, like you said, everybody's just like dying off on him now, kind of. So if he boxed Jake Paul, think of that. The build up before they fought. How crazy the internet would flood with him.
Oh, 100%.
And then as soon as they fought, win or lose.
Who you got?
Andrew Tate all day, because he's been in the fucking fight game, way more experience.
Yeah,
in
all day.
like.
Yeah,
so even
he
the
knows
shit,
how to take a punch. Too.
Even the shit he does now.
He doesn't take punches, bro.
Yeah, even the shit he does now, that guy's like crazy, like smart with the fight game stuff, and he's smart in general. So he would definitely like put on a fucking beat in the show.
I would have to back that. Andrew Tate all the way.
Andrew Tate for the dub.
Facts.
But yeah, I think he does it. I think he will at some point decide, you know what, let's go through with it. For the simple fact is, this is what the people want. And not only what the people want is, I know I can shut this little motherfucker up and prove a point. And what else do I do? I have all the money in the world. This is the only thing that excites me. Like he said, if he ain't risking it all, then he's bored out of his mind.
Yeah, I do think
that's not exactly what he says, but like I don't know the exact quote. But yeah, if he's not doing something crazy to threaten his life or whatever he said, then then he's bored out of his mind. So why would you not do that? That's a legit fight.
I think he wants to beat the shit out of Logan Paul.
Yes.
And KSI, but none of them are gonna do it. I think he respects Jake Paul more than them. So I think that's what kind of stalled it. Is like Jake Paul's the only one that makes sense for him to fight.
Right, because
he's the only one that
is willing
actually is a boxer.
He's making that transition from YouTuber.
But I don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah, but on to like, what do you think Phase 2 is? I don't know, dude. I don't know, man.
I don't know. I genuinely just think it's gonna be behind the scenes.
If it's behind the scenes, I think this is another thing I like to roll on to is like, if it's behind the scenes, then maybe that is because
what
like
do you think he's gonna do behind the scenes?
It's not behind the scenes that he's doing. It's that he's like doing it. The reason he's doing it is behind the scenes is because, like I said, they were coming for him. Like he always like recently, like with a lot of the shorts and the clips and stuff, like everybody would be bringing up. And I read like every time I watch a clip that I find humorous or like entertaining or something I'm interested in, I read the comments to see what the other people that find these clips think of it. So whenever I'm watching these clips and I sit there and read the comments and they're saying the same, like, comment the same thoughts that I'm kind of having.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like reading more into it, and they're sending like Andrew Tate all these posts about him recently, and here recently with a lot of stuff interviews he's been doing, he's been talking about like them coming for him in his life and all this stuff and all that. So I think maybe he's doing the behind the scenes because they're trying to come for him, and I'm not saying like the United States government or like.
It's probably a whole lot of different people.
It's probably a whole different amount of people that don't like him that he's made enemies with in his time.
I mean, you think about it though, he is still like one of the most untouchable people though. Like he's
facts.
Like with the amount of money and power the dude has,
the money, power, brotherhood, the people he has with him, the people he walks with.
No one knows where he's at.
And him himself and the people he rolls with, are dangerous human beings.
Right.
So it's like,
yeah,
you want to try to slide on him, you better do it like in a like. You're taking out a president type of way. Like, you ain't gonna do it like you're just taking out some thugs, sending some goons
out.
I don't think...
You're not and like,
I don't think they're gonna get him, bro. They haven't got Putin yet. I don't think they're gonna get him.
Facts.
Yeah, and like, talking about, all the different people that might be out to get him or whatever, he's made statements and stuff saying that he would never kill himself. Yeah. Which is, him...
That's bold enough to let you know that, like, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, so if, they kill him, they try and cover it up as a suicide or whatever.
We'll know, yes.
He already stated, so...
What I'm saying is like, now that they know that, though, that's like that's a whole different game plan they can strategize against. It's like, okay, he ain't gonna kill himself, okay, we can send people after him. There's limitless ways they could kill him. Yeah. But I don't think that's how they're gonna do it, or like, that's what's gonna happen. But like, what I'm saying is they're probably gonna kill Kanye before they kill fucking Andrew Tate. And like, Kanye, the thing about Kanye...
I think Kanye is more valuable for the media alive, though.
Kanye, Kanye is definitely so much more value. He's so much more value for, like, the hip-hop community and, like, the live community, social media, and entertainment, that they'll keep him around as long as they can. But once he starts spilling too much... That's when they're reeling him in and saying, alright, look, now it doesn't matter if people know that it's a cover-up. Because guess what? You guys knew Epstein was a cover-up and you didn't do nothing about it. You knew all these other people were cover-ups, and you didn't do nothing about it. Yeah. So we're taking him out because he kept going too far, and we know you guys are sheep and ain't gonna do nothing about it. So that's why they fucking do shit like that. But like Kanye, bro, I bet Kanye keeps going like too far because he's already said some stuff that like even I'd be like, bro, I'm a citizen. I wouldn't be saying crazy shit like that on the internet. You're saying this, and you're the most well-known. You've been in the game since '08, bro. Like, you've been in the game since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, you've been in the game.
Kindergarten, bro.
Bro, you've been in the game a long time, and so you really know the truth. You really know the truth of the industry, and
he knows the ins and outs. Bro.
Yeah, and not only that, but like you're stepping on the toes, and now you're on.
They don't like that.
Now you're picking the lock, bro, and they know it. So it's like, bro, as soon as you start opening up that door, start creaking it open, bro, they're slamming it shut on your head. I promise.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no, 100%.
They're gonna take him out, bro.
One take I had, yeah.
If he goes too far with it, they're
coming for you.
You never know, bro. One take I have on Kanye is I think they're I think there's a lot of genius in. Hold on, how do I say this?
And what he says, but he doesn't know how to word it.
I think genius can be found very close to insanity sometimes. I think that a little bit
like
of
Kanye said,
crazy,
they call you insane in a world full of lies.
Yeah, I think a little bit of crazy can be coupled with a lot of genius. I think that describes Kanye pretty well. I think he has both. But
a fine line, maybe.
But I don't think he's completely full of shit. For sure.
No, not completely.
He's talking about something, dude.
He says some shit that's crazy for the shock factor. He's a smart guy with the media. He knows how the media functions. He knows what blows up. So he knows that, like, okay, if I sit here and say some crazy shit, the average person is going to think I'm a fucking insane fucking whatever. Yeah. But if the people that I'm trying to actually target the audience to understand, they're going to be like, okay, he went out there on this million view fucking video and said this and walked out of that podcast and without a word said on these motherfuckers. He knows what he's doing because look at us all talking about it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. They're trying to play with a dude that been in the game long enough that not only...
He definitely knows what he's doing.
He knows
what I'm saying. He knows the ins and outs.
If nothing else, he knows what he's doing.
That's why when people say he's crazy, bro, it's like
long.
he's not crazy. You may think that shit he's doing is crazy because nobody else is mentally woke enough and strong enough and independent enough to do it without being there. Nobody's not scared enough to do it like he's doing it. But Kanye be on some crazy shit, man. He be wilding, like he be grinding hard for like the individual people that are trying to escape.
Yeah, which we see what he's saying.
Some tweets were wild.
Yeah, which
tweets were wild.
Exactly,
man.
which isn't to say that we agree with everything that he said because there's a lot of stuff that me personally I don't agree with.
Same thing. Shock factor and same thing with Andrew Tate. Shock factor. I don't agree with everything they say for the simple fact is some of it's for clout, and just like anybody, you could say it's not for clout. But guess what? Even the realest people, just like us, but we're keeping it real with you. We do shit for clout, but it's not like we're sitting there faking it for clout. And I'm not saying they're faking it for clout, but they're throwing some wild words and sentences out there to get everybody tuned in. And we could do that, but we're
spicing it up.
We're mixing it up for clout to where you're thinking like, damn, them guys are actually trying and they're original. I don't want to fake it to where the point you guys are like, bro, these guys ain't even them. I want you to know it's me. This is me. I'm not putting on an act for y'all. I'm just being myself and trying to entertain y'all because I entertained everybody in high school and middle school, and I'd be cracking jokes and pulling the goofball pranks that I do now. So why not do it to grown-ass people that are going to catch offense to it and do the trending pranks that you all like to see other creators do. So we're going to do the stuff that you guys want to see us do as well and put our own spin on it to where we can make y'all laugh and entertain y'all. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the videos. Hopefully y'all drop a like on it, comment, subscribe. Let us know some topics y'all want us to talk about. Let us know what you guys want to see in our future pranks or future vlogs, where you guys want to see us go in the Indiana area and around them states. Eventually we'll travel out. There's a podcast that wants us to be on it. I'd shout them out, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't remember the name because we're kind of just trying to wrap it up because the camera battery's dying. But we love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate everybody that did tune in. I appreciate anybody that ever subscribed and supported us.
For real. If you're watching this right now in 2022,
if you're
2023,
it don't matter. Look, hey, time out.
You're a real one.
It don't matter when you watch this. If you watch this at all and you support us,
awesome,
anybody that supports TwistedTv or Death Wish Vlogs or just the boys in general, thank y'all for watching. It means the world to us, and we keep grinding for y'all specifically. So thank y'all. Drop a like, drop a comment. Let us know what y'all thought about the pod. Very first pod ever recorded officially, where we actually put some thought and effort and got some topics for y'all.
This one's going up.
This one's going up. We love y'all. drop a like, drop a subscribe, put the notifications on. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Peace.
Let's get it.